Alright, what is going on, guys? Back with another trade recap. This is a gold trade that we had from today, this morning. It's December 5th. It ended up being a pretty good play. We took it pretty early on. It was around like 9:15, so even before New York market opened. So when I'm looking at gold here, I mean daily looks bearish. Broke structure right here, so we had the higher low right there. Make it so you guys can see. We had the higher low right here, so I mean we're in a good uptrend right here. We end up, I think these were like new month. I'm pretty sure these were new monthly, maybe even yearly, if I could remember correctly. But yeah, and then we ended up breaking structure, so I'm bearish at this point. I look at 4 hour and I see that we're bearish as well. We broke structure. Let's see. Yeah, we broke structure with this candle. So yeah, we broke structure with that candle, but I mean that was before the big move up. But anyways, I mean even this, we broke structure right there for that candle. Hourly was bearish, and then I go on the 15-minute, and let's see, I made a fair value gap right here. Is that a 5-minute? Yeah, so this was a 5-minute fair value gap. Saw price going down. I mean, I wanted to look for a fair value gap fill for continuation down lower. And then we'll mark this out. We'll let it run through a little bit. I mean, we see the leg down right there. I mark out another 5-minute fair value gap right there. And then this was a 1-minute fair value gap. So at this point, I'm looking for an entry. I mean, everything's bearish, so I'm looking for an entry at this point. And then, here, let me rewind it a little bit more. So my thought process right here is we have the 5-minute one right here that I marked out. We're bearish, and then I mark out the 1-minute one. So what I'll do is for all my entries, I want to see a fair value gap fill and then break a structure. We have already broken structure to the downside right here, so I'm mainly just looking for a fair value gap entry. And then right here, as we can see, we get up movement, the wick right there, and then let it play through. I ended up taking it right here, so my entry was right there. Excuse me. Once we had filled in the 50% mark, I entered. Sorry. And then yeah, we had a little bit of drawdown for a second, but I mean after that it just kind of just kept going down. And then as my trades play out, I like to just draw. Okay, well also for our stops, we put stops above these 15-minute highs. So in case price were to go up, in case price was to just go through the 1-minute fair value gap, chop, and wanted to go to the 5-minute as well before continuation lower, we'd be safe. Our stops are above the 15-minute highs. So, oh, my bad. We let that play out, drawing our fair value gaps as the trade goes on. Have my TPs down here. We got close hitting a TP right there. I remember this. And then we just get a big reversal up, but it's okay. It was just filling in the fair value gap, and then a little bit of chop, and then we go down to, yeah, oh yeah, okay. So right there, it just smacked 3 of our TPs, like just with a 1-minute candle. Huge move down. I took off 30% at TP1, and then 20% at TP2, 20% at TP3. So right now I still have in 30% of my position. I'm 70% out by this point. Remind you, we had news drop today. 2 high impact news actually at 10, and this was like 15-ish minutes before news drop, maybe 10. So I was very happy that we ended up hitting our TPs before that. So yeah, and then after this, we'll see what happens when the news drops. I was still in the trade. I remind you, I only had 30% of my position left, so it didn't really mean too much to me to keep stops break even for the news. I mean, you never know. Could just have a big move down at the last TPs, or we get stop break even. And what we'll see is we end up getting, well, a little bit after this. We had that big move up with news, then we got stop break even right there. So it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. We still ended up making money. I'll put the profits somewhere up there. So yeah, it was a solid trade. And then I mean, even after, in all honesty, looking back on it, it's not a bad thing that we got stopped break even right here with the news. But I mean, literally right after that, we just see a complete reversal back down. It ends up hitting our TP3, and then it just chops for the rest of the day from there. But looking back on it, it was a good trade. I'm happy with it. It ended up being like a, let's see, we were 70 out from like right here. So I mean, a little bit above like a 1R, like a 1.5R maybe. But I mean, yeah, I could have closed out the other 30% down here, but I kept it in for the gamble. We got stopped break even, so no harm there. But yeah, and then we just see chop throughout the rest of the day. So yeah, that's the gold trade recap. Hopefully you guys like these, me going in depth between like my confluence, why I take these trades and whatnot. So another winning day for us. We're 2 for 2 on the week so far. I think tomorrow we'll probably look for a trade. Same with Thursday. Friday we will not. We have Powell speaking, so we will not be trading then. But yeah, till next time, guys.